Hey everyone, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're gonna be making some Jamaican style soup. Stay tuned.
Hashtag, I'm a big deal. Ask anybody boy. I'm a big deal. Very, very, very important.
So guys, well, if you know me, you know say when I make soup, I like to put different things in the soup. So for this soup, I'm gonna be using, I have a little bit of cow foot, I have a little bit of cow skin, I have some chicken foot, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna boil the cow skin and the cow foot for about an hour. So before I put in my chicken foot, I'm gonna just go ahead and add some of this lovely vegetable seasoning mix, whatever you want to call it. So as I said, I'm gonna let this boil down for about an hour to an hour, so look at something them tough as well. So, and we don't want the chicken foot for cook and mash out. So literally gonna boil this for about an hour and a bit. Then I'm gonna add my chicken foot. Now later on in the, you'll see that I add, I did have some chicken bone in the fridge where I made some stir fry, and I had to just take off the meat and left the bone. I put in the freezer for days like this. So later on you'll see I put it in. Now what you see me doing here is just skimming off the excess fat of the soup, because meat and thing, and it's the fatty part, so it does you do get a lot of fat floating on the top of the soup. So you just go ahead and use a spoon and take this out. Now after about an hour or so, I'm gonna add my chicken foot. Then I'm gonna just let this boil for about another hour, so that about 2 hours, 2.5 hours so far. Never in a rush that day. I start out early, so just take your time and just cook the thing. So say if you're in a rush, just dash it in the pressure cooker and just call it a day. And as you can see, a little chicken bone them from the thigh floating around there. You see me mixing it up, as I did say I was gonna add them in later. Now I just added my pumpkin, going ahead now and add little spinach. Now here I have little what they call this now, come dasheen and yellow yam that I had in the freezer. Cause when we buy the things them and we don't want them for spoil, we peel them, cut them up and put them for freeze. Nothing wrong with that. It just make life a lot easier on days like this. Now I'm gonna let this boil for about 20 minutes, and I'm gonna start seasoning up my pot. So I'm gonna add little scallion, little thyme, little pepper, the whole shebang. And as you know, if with me with soup, I like to crush a little bit of the pumpkin, because I find that it just gives the soup a nice rich color. I'm also gonna go ahead with the powder, add the powder from 2 packets of cock soup. Now as you can see, this was quite a big pot, but use your own judgment when it comes. If you're cooking a smaller pot, you don't need to add so much, because them something have a lot of salt and thing. But yeah, so what I did, I just strained off the cock soup, because I don't want too much noodle to go down in it, because that's when the soup get too thick and I like it. And then I went in with about another packet with the noodles. So go 1 packet of noodle go in there. Too much noodle just make the soup too thick, and your girl like for Belgian, she drinks soup, so I don't like to put too much noodle in there. Now let this simmer for about 5-6 minutes or so. Then I add like a freezer thing. I had some frozen okra, so then I just put that in there for about the last 5 minutes. Then yes, as you can see, look up pepper here now. Yes, my bust it in the soup, but guess what, the people them not gonna drink this as soup. So yeah, I just in my element and bust up the pepper them in the soup and just make it nice. Comment down below and tell me if you can manage the pepper in the soup. And there you have it, guys, my Jamaican style soup. Guys, thank you so much for watching. As I always say, to aim high, work hard but smart, because the sky's the limit and you can limit